Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. The Commodores will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tennessee's up. First possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Cherry. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It's a draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Back to throw, it's Cherry. Trying to get to him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jarvis. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the run, it's Jamison. Turns it on in midfield. Bulldozes his way through. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And the Commodores will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Off the play fake. Dances away from the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. He looks that one in nicely. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Otis. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the move, it's Otis. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They'll run this play from the pistol. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick catch on third down. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Commodores are on the move. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Romero. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be a run on third and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 72 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looking for a block. It's Otis. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. First down for this offense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Otis. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down here for the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He makes the connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Tennessee, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Fair catch, called for and made. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
They're setting up the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. No huddle offense to the line. Gets it out quickly, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes his connection.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really... something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, wants to throw it. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affecting the game.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Cherry. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Oh, he got loose! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Running to the left. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Doors! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Going to the running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Vols are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man all by himself. Oh, look out! Touchdown Vols! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough and physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Makes the grab outside. It's Romero. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third down, he drops the throw. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Commodores have it in scoring position on first and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown Commodores! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here, he'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Romero. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. And the defense drags him down. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Shakes off the tackler. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Commodores are marching down the field. This time they'll go to the running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll leave it with him. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. On the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended over 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense.
Incomplete.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll give it to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll go to the ground. Just plowing ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Commodores trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.